All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network live on YouTube, PS4 live stream, Joe Price Facebook. Today we're doing week 3 of the preseason of the Madden League season 12, 2018. I'm online coach Big Kurt Lloyd Green. I'm going to be coaching the Philadelphia Eagles, and we will be at the Cleveland Browns, okay? So we're going to get this game underway. If anybody wants to join any leagues, friend me on my PSN at Joe Price 834. Friend me on Facebook under the name Joe Price, or friend me on my YouTube page, Devin Smith. Hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell so you can be notified for new content. Also, check out my Facebook page, Joe Price Hall of Fame, which is an exclusive championship Facebook page that has playoff championship content from the past and the current.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see a healthy Carson Wentz and the world champion Philadelphia Eagles as they get set to match up with Tyrod Taylor and the Cleveland Browns. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Look who is trotting out there to take the snaps. It's the much-anticipated return of the quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And what a season Carson Wentz was having in 2017 after a rookie season that was a little bit up and down, as you might expect. He was having an MVP caliber year. 33 touchdown passes at the time of his injury. Had his team at 11-2, riding high. Everyone thought that might be it for the Eagles. There goes their dream of winning a Super Bowl. Instead, Nick Foles comes in, team rallies, saves the day, and they end up winning the Super Bowl anyway. But Carson Wentz had a big hand in getting him in that position.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And a short
What's up,
pickup
man?
there
Back
as
to
he'll
see
take
your
this up
stream.
to right around the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, what's going on, man? What's happening? How
And
you
here
doing?
are the starters for Philadelphia.
Back after off-season rotator cuff surgery is Alshon Jeffrey, who played with the injury all of 2017 and still caught 57 passes for 787 yards and 9 touchdowns. What makes him special? Not just his size, but his athleticism, which was on display, and a brilliant catch for the first touchdown of Super Bowl 52, and also on display throughout the entire playoff run.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
NM just got done eating dinner a bit ago.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, you got to get your grub in, man. You got to get a good meal in, you know? Definitely. Got to bust a grub, man. You got to get something to eat. You know.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Oh, he's able to muscle him here as he pulls it in.
All right, nice
He
catch.
got 29 yards that time.
All right, Alshon Jeffrey, that was nice. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Adams. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Last year's #1 overall pick comes off the edge for this defense. Slowed a bit by injuries as a rookie. Still had 7 sacks in 11 games and showed pass rush ability that makes teams take notice, because not only can he rush off the edge, he can kick inside in their nickel or sub packages and rush over the guards and create a little bit of havoc for quarterbacks trying to see upfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamie Meter. Getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Well, the man calling the shots in the huddle will be Tyrod Taylor in his 8th season now out of Virginia Tech.
And many see him as the bridge quarterback until first-round pick Baker Mayfield is ready. He may understand that thinking, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop him from competing to be the #1 quarterback in Cleveland. Remember, he led the Bills to the playoffs for the first time in 17 years. It'd be truly something if he could lead the Browns there after a 15-year drought in Cleveland.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns. Gain of 12. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And a peek now at the offense for Cleveland.
An emerging threat in the passing game is David Njoku, who had a really nice rookie season in 2017 with 32 catches, 386 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And many also remember he was the 3rd first-round pick for Cleveland in the 2017 draft, following Myles Garrett, defensive end, and Jabril Peppers, defensive back.
Go
On
Raiders.
second down, Taylor. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. 3rd down here. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Slow.
They go play action now. Taylor. Escaping the threat. Taylor hit. He lost the football. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And a loose football. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
319.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the 1st quarter. 3-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Adams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. To throw is Wentz. Steps away to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They'll run with the big man. This is Adams. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? No confidence in the defense? You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
What's up, homie? How is this Madden is good or what?
To advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And his throw is incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
Awesome, I like it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. Flashback, down he goes. They set him back at the 36.
Yeah, I like it, man. It's really good.
In there to drive it for a loss of 10. And
it's really good. I like it.
Well, many times when you talk about
like
mobile
quarterbacks,
quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any
the
bad situation. They keep moving around, trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger.
You know, I want to
they
see
keep losing yardage and losing yardage.
I want to see what this year's going to bring.
That they can't get out of.
The Cleveland Browns is going to be nice now,
and
man.
For the 2nd time tonight, the
He
field goal
looks
unit
better.
comes out here.
Oh,
From
yeah.
the right hash, this from 53.
I like it a lot. It's worth the money, man. It's worth it. It's worth
And
the money, you know.
Gonzalez puts this one through.
I just promised a lot of viewers I would do a preseason. Normally, I go right before the dust. I do regular
Now, used to be
season,
the 50-plus
I
yarder
decided to
was
do a
for celebration.
preseason.
Now, seemingly
I
automatic.
don't know.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we
I don't
prepare for
normally
a
do
game, when you look
preseason.
at the backgrounds of
But
these kickers, it's
I had
interesting,
some,
isn't it, to find out they were all
some of
state
my viewers
quarterbacks,
requested I do a
receivers,
regular
defensive
preseason.
backs, all-state
That's
wrestlers,
it, I do
right?
that.
Baseball players.
Because I got to get to learn the game. This is different
and now
than
just
18.
specialists putting
So
it
I
through the
got to get
post.
to know the game, man. I got to I got to work it out. I'm still kind of rusty.
For us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. They've got to
But
find
there's
a
a
way
little
to get him
different
more
here.
involved in this game plan. Down here
You
in
know,
the
you can't
second
just
quarter,
throw
he doesn't even
bombs
have
on
a
this one.
catch.
And don't think they're not hearing
It's
about
not
it in
easy.
the huddle and on
That's
the
how it was.
sidelines. And we often think of wide receivers at times being disruptive. It's just that they know their talents and they know the type of plays they can make, and they can make big ones.
I got
They
you.
want the ball to help their team.
Yeah, you got to think he's going to want the ball more. One target, no catches. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Forced out to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel
Get your game on. Catch you
He's the
later,
one
my
that
friend.
gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. We get a glance at Duke Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so they'll surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Coleman. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Browns move the chains as Taylor's able to hook up with Coleman.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
2nd and 10 now, it's Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Sproles, the return. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. Second quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. Now Adams, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
23 yards on the play. Wentz now on 1st down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up this weekend in the NFL. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
Clock is running. I'm surprised you don't call Timmy outs.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Play action. Now Taylor. They'll roll him out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Rasul Douglas picks it. And that pick just said
MC Eagle, you said
near the goal line.
you said I don't call timeout. Hey, you know what? I don't call timeout.
Our defensive coordinator says we're going to call this "Be Who You Are" defense. D lineman,
yeah, I don't call it. All right.
Linebacker, be aware of anything. In secondary,
I don't
that way you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
I'm playing
so
preseason.
Here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
I don't know.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last
I
few
don't call
drives.
timeout because I'm on
We've
preseason.
hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch.
And that's going to be
I'm on preseason, you know what I mean? I'm still getting the feel of the game, though.
Dallas Goedert.
Celebrate.
Touchdown. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Oh, okay.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, balls out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done. Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
A carry for Adams. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Wentz now on first down. Being chased out left. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On first down, Wentz buying time to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing is Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Defense does their job here, and now for the punter and this special teams unit, a nightmare. You're snapping from your own 1-yard line.
And that job they did, no leverage for the offense. They got underneath, held their ground, so now they're trying to punt it away. If you're the punter, what's the first thing? Don't step out the back of the end zone, because then you give up a safety.
Yeah, you got to remember to catch the football first, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That does come into play, doesn't it?
Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joe Schobert able to get him for a loss of about 3. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. Steps away to his left. Open man has got it, the tight end. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the 1st down with that throw.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football.
Yay, Madden
on
19
EA
is diff
Sports.
can't use the same play and always throw to the tight end.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I'll throw to the tight end. You're right. A lot of times I'll do the same play. Yeah, they got it designed. You can't do the same play. They definitely have it designed. You gotta switch it up. You know, and that's cool. That makes it more realistic.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And
you gotta
get
switch
this
it up
into
and do
enemy
different
territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
You can't do the
2
same
yards
play.
on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A 1st throw for the backup Foles. Got him in, complete. This is Richard Rodgers.
So that's all good. I ain't that mad about it. It's cool. You know, and then also it's a good thing. It teach you different plays. You know, you can run different things instead of doing the same plays, you get to do different plays. So I need to learn new plays because I kept doing the same plays in 18 and 17. So I got to learn how to do some different stuff to become better.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Foles. Forced. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Dan, that's
he's
not
taking
good.
an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. First and 10, Mayfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 right at the 40.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Mayfield on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Mike Bennett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Callaway taking it in left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Mayfield, they got Mayfield as the second string, right?
First down throw from Mayfield. They go screen pass.
Hold him.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. offense.
Taylor going to be the first string. I like Mayfield.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
So the Browns, hopefully, they'll be much better.
On that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up
They'll
here with
be
a
better
first
this year
and
than what
20
they were
now after
years
the
ago.
holding penalty.
The Cleveland Browns.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bannon in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Green, 39.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. That's taken in by Callaway. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. I would imagine you want to win every game big, but If you're a quarterback in the NFL, this is the spot that you love.
You've been dreaming of it since you were a kid, playing in the backyard or the front yard, wherever, where you went through those imaginary situations. Now it's real, though. What practice have you put in since the OTAs, the mini camps, preseason camp, sequence of plays, get the ball to the outside, get it out of bounds, save your timeouts, move the ball downfield, get your team in a position to win the game.
And a field goal, of course, no good. They need a score. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ricardo Lewis, 84 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, you would think that if you threw 119 touchdown passes in your time at Oklahoma, another one might be routine. But not when it's your first one in the NFL. Welcome to the league, Baker Mayfield. And look out, NFL defenses.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So here comes the kickoff now. All even here in this fourth quarter. Smallwood on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Emmanuel Agba in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Here's Foles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Foles. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So now I need an explanation for that one, Charles. You're tied, fourth quarter, deep in your own territory. What was going on in their mind?
I can't even begin to imagine. I understand being aggressive. You know, but how many times have you looked at me and said, are you crazy? Why would you say go for it there? I wouldn't in this situation. I'm not sure what he was thinking other than maybe he doesn't believe in his defense at all anymore. That he just says, I've got to go for it in this situation. But his meeting, the head coach's meeting with the GM and the owner, that's going to be an interesting one because he's going to have to offer an explanation for this one. And how about the defense? They had to look across the field and go, that's the ultimate disrespect, isn't it?
Yep. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Browns are going to win the football game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.